don't have to drive outside of it.
Well, what's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Supply chain issues always messing with me. Yesterday it was I couldn't get all the plumbing parts that I normally would be able to get in one place, had to go to a couple of places. Today I need some oak plywood. They're out of it in one store, got to go to another store. I'll be glad when this pandemic is over with and we can hopefully get life back to normal. So I was asked a question, an email came through, and I'm sorry I can't remember the name of the person because I'm just that forgetful. But I do remember the question. The question was, since Sean Payton has stepped away from the Saints, would the Cowboys have to give up compensation to try and get his contract from New Orleans for him to be able to coach this year?
But do they still own his rights?
Well, he's under contract, and I would assume, and this is the thing, I don't know for sure. And really, this is kind of like a relationship type of a question, okay? You know, maybe you've been with somebody for a long time, you become friends, you really care about the person and stuff, and it's just not working anymore, and you mutually decide, you know what, I want the best for you, and it's not being with me. And they just say, you know, best of luck, I hope everything goes well, and, we're good. But then there's the other side of it where you have sometimes in a relationship where it got to be toxic and you want revenge. You want something out the door, like going through a divorce. Instead of having, an equal settlement where, you get what you came in and I got what I came in. No, I want everything. I want everything. And I can't tell you how that relationship is with the Saints. In some regard, I think they hold Sean Payton in high regard and would want the best for him. The owner, of course, when she talked about, whether or not he was coming back, she seemed jovial, kind of jokingly, we don't know what Sean's doing, and so on. So it doesn't seem like there's anger there in that situation. And after the 16 years of it being there, it may be one of those things that, hey, we've been there, we've done that, and we've been willing for you to go out the way you want to go out. We got a Super Bowl championship. We've, rebuilt the team and have done well. We've made a whole bunch of money. We saved the city. Sean, you do you. That is possible. But you're also talking about how I can benefit from the relationship. And when you think that the Raiders got 2 number 1s, draft picks for John Gruden, if you're New Orleans, do you want to let him go immediately to another relationship without getting some compensation? So I would think that the Cowboys would probably have to give up some compensation to get him immediately, if that is the goal. But for all we know, we may not be taking Sean Payton actually at what he said, where it seemed like, I need a break. I need to step away from this. This COVID situation of dealing with football has been a strain, from the years of having the ups and downs of chasing and getting that Super Bowl, having to have dealt with the suspension from the NFL with Bounty Gate and things like that, that it may be that he does really need time away from the game for his own mental stability to refresh himself to come back, in which case he's not ready to go from New Orleans to the Cowboys. And let's be clear here. The thing is for this to work, you would need Sean Payton to immediately get in here right now, because there's major decisions that have to be made on this team going forward. You can't say, oh, we'll wait a month and see if we can work it out. No, you don't have a month. You got 2 months to figure out who is going to stay, who is going to go, who gets restructured, and what direction that everything's going to go in. Do you have the right type of personnel to run what Sean Payton will want to do? Will you be able to get the offense and defensive coordinators that he will want to get, because I'm not sure that New Orleans is going to say, sure, take your whole coaching staff to Dallas right now. We're okay with that. They may be having people that they want to hold on to. And so this is one of those things. It's great to talk about. It's great to say, oh, we just bring Sean Payton. But it's beyond just Sean Payton. It's Sean Payton and the whole coaching crew. This is why Denver and Chicago and New York are in high drive right now to try and get their head coaches and GMs in place, because they have decisions that have ramifications that have to be made sooner than later. We think that there's actually an off season, but there's not. Less than 2 months from now, the league year starts with free agency. Less than 2 months. And if you do like the Cowboys do and just kind of wait, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot again. So for the best thing the Cowboys could do is, if they're going to do this, you need to get this in place in the next 2 weeks, flat out. By the time the Super Bowl is over, if you do not have Sean Payton in place, you are screwed for next year. And that's just my take on it. More than likely, it's not going to happen this year. It's going to be Mike McCarthy having everybody looking over his shoulder, which I don't think that that's necessarily a good thing either. So let's just put it this way. The whole thing is going to be a mess that the media will enjoy completely. They don't have the D-Law contract to focus on, or Dez Bryant's situation, or Dak Prescott's contract. Now they got an even bigger one. We've got Mike McCarthy with Sean Payton waiting in the wings, and you know that they are licking their chops. They're ecstatic about that whole situation. So I'm sure, to answer your question, that if Jerry wants Sean Payton right now, he can make a deal with New Orleans to get it done, but it won't be for free. You're gonna have to give up draft picks. That's my take on it. I myself, knowing that my team now has got real major issues because we got left holding the bag. I may love you, Sean, but I got to get everything else I can, because I still got to stay here and raise the kids. And you were talking about, also too, we got a little discussion here about apparently something has been leaked, and it may be just bullshit, about the Admirals becoming the Washington football name.
We'll find out in a second.
We'll find out in a second. Here's what I did. Okay, now we heard that. And what happened when you were going to that? You went to a video where the guy was saying it was the Admirals, right?
If you look up Washington Admirals, they said it went to the Washington football team's website, but now it goes directly to the NFL's website about something about cancer or something like that.
I looked up at the U.S. Patent and Trade Office website, and I looked up Admirals to see if Washington Admirals was trademarked, and it wasn't from what I saw. So if that's the case, I don't think that it's it, because if it's not trademarked, right now that dude who's got all those other ones is going to run there right now and get Washington Admirals and trademark it just to make sure that he gets paid, because he's been working on this for years. He's been working on that. That's why they're the Washington football team. And in fact, they have to lose football team because the guy owns Washington Football Club, and the patent office basically said that's too similar to it. You have to stop using it. So yeah, I don't think it's Admirals.
We'll find out.
But we'll find out on the second, next week. The second, that's also going to be our first ladies' night Zoom call with the wonderful ladies of Jobu Sports. All right, y'all. Hopefully the app was correct about the oak plywood. Mike's got to build a stand, build some furniture. I guess he's nesting. And I need a sheet of oak plywood. And I will see you guys later. Peace.